Hello, welcome back to the channel, it's JPA here. In today's video I'm going to be talking about Rangers 2-all draw with Club Brugge friendly. If you're new to the channel, please think about hitting that subscribe button, hit the like button, and we'll just get into this video. Just before I get into the video actually, I want to have a quick word on the new signings that we've made. I was going to do individual videos for each signing, but it turns out I didn't have the time to get them, and they kind of just snowballed into quite a lot of signings in quick succession really, so I didn't really have time to do individual ones. So we'll just quickly go through them. Obviously, first one was Lyle Cameron. He was obviously a pre-contract signing from Dundee, free transfer, no-brainer for me. He's a good up-and-coming player in Scotland, attacking midfielder. I think he'll get on really well in Scotland, at Rangers. So I think that's a no-brainer for me to bring in a free transfer of that quality. The next one was probably a little bit controversial in terms of it's a loan deal rather than a permanent transfer, and there's no obligation to buy with this one. Max Aarons, the right back, played for Bournemouth, done not too bad down south. I think he's a good player, only 25-year-old, and again it's another one for me that's easy to understand. Okay, it's no a permanent deal, we would have liked that, but I like the fact that we've not got an obligation to buy, and I'll touch on that in a wee minute as to why that is, why I think that's a good thing. Next one in was Joe Rothwell. I don't know a lot about this guy, but I've obviously looked into it. Looks a really good player. Was at Leeds on loan last season, did really well for them, played quite a number of games for them, and he looks like he can kind of play box to box. He can play a number of different positions in that midfield, so I think he'll be a really good addition. This guy, he's coming from Bournemouth on an undisclosed fee. I'm not really exactly sure how much that is, probably in the region of about 3-4 million, I'd probably imagine. Next one in the door was Emanuel Fernandez. Again, I didn't know a lot about this guy, and this one comes with a wee bit of controversy as well. There's not a lot of people liking this one, to be honest. He's a big tall guy, looks to be quite strong, but according to the Peterborough fans, they're quite happy that he's left the club, and we've paid 3.5 million for him, which for me is quite a lot to gamble on a player who's pretty much unproven at this level. But time will tell. Yeah, obviously I'll touch on later on how he did in the game today, but yeah, I'm quite pleased that we're getting centre halves in there as well. Next one is Theo Agard, attacking midfielder from Luton. Looks a good player. I've only really seen them clips on YouTube. You can't really judge a player on that, but I think he's going to be a good signing for us. He looks like he can shoot from outside the box. He looks like he can take players on. He looks pretty skillful. I'm very happy to have this one in. Yeah, delighted with that. No, last but not least, this one we probably everybody knew about was going to happen. Oscar Cortez counts as a signing for us. We had him on loan last 2 seasons, and we had an obligation to buy for 4.5 million. A lot of people might say that's probably a bit too high for somebody who's been injured quite a lot, myself included. I think it's a big risk, but we pretty much had to buy him because of that obligation. He looks pretty decent when he plays. I just haven't seen enough of him to make a total judgment on whether he's a good player or no. Looks pretty decent, as I said, but time will tell if he can stay off the injury table or not. So that said, let's just get a wee quick recap of this game. It was a friendly, first game at Ibrox under Martin. Obviously, I think we had a game under closed doors against a Welsh team, TNS, apparently, and we lost quite heavily, or I think it was 3-4-0 or something. For me, that's just a bounce game. It doesn't even count. I didn't even look at that, so I'm not worried about that at all. Today was pretty much about getting fitness into the legs of a couple of people. I got to admit, when I first seen the lineup, I was a wee bit worried. I know it's a friendly, and you can't really judge on friendlies, but to see like the likes of Kieran Tierney and Proper, and I was a little bit worried. I don't want to be seeing these players in the first team come the start of the season. If I'm honest with you, I'd rather we move Proper on. And Kieran Tierney, for me, on his last chance, he has to start performing. And I'll go into the fact that I don't think he did play particularly well today either. In terms of the game, we started really quite sheepishly, quite poor. Couldn't get a handle on the game, and Club Brugge were the team pushing forward, and they took the lead on 10 minutes through Vetlesen. He found a bit of space in the box, forced Kelly into a really good save, but it landed right at his feet again, and he just tucked it away. No real pressure from the defence, a poor goal to lose if you ask me. So they went 1-0 up. Just 3 minutes later they got another goal. Try not to complain about this because of the quality of the finish, but it came in for a corner. I think it was King kind of headed it away just to the edge of the area. Nobody really got out to the man quick enough, and he just took a volley, left foot volley right in the top corner. It was an absolute screamer of a goal, to be honest with you. So kind of really complain about that, but you should be looking to kind of push on and kind of close that space down, I would think. And to be honest, from those 2 goals right up until probably half time, they were the better side. They hit the post on 27 minutes. They had a couple of real good chances. Rangers made kind of half chances. Raskin had a couple of chances in the first half, but nothing really concrete. And it wasn't until the second half that we really started to play some really good football, when we made a couple of changes at half time. So our first goal came from a little bit sloppy play from Club Brugge, probably the first time in the game that they had started to play a little bit of sloppy passing, but they played a sloppy pass. Oscar Cortez nipped in, takes a couple of strides forward, passes it inside to Mo Diamande, and he's just pretty much passed it into the corner of the net. Really good finish from the edge of the area, and we probably deserved that after the kind of few minutes we had just before that where we were threatening to score. After that, we started to really come into the game. Our passing got a lot better. I think the changes at half time really did help. And we started to play really good football, created a number of good chances. But it took until the 89th minute for us to get our equaliser. And it came through the youngster Curtis, who I thought had a really good game today. Bajrami, who had come on in the second half, nipped in again, showed a bit of strength, and he just kept going to the edge area, passes it out wide to Curtis, and Curtis made a really tidy finish. Really delighted for the lad. That's his first Rangers goal now, so delighted for him. So in conclusion to that, first half wasn't great, but we changed our shape a little bit in the second half. We changed personnel. I don't think a lot of the people who started the game will be starters for the game against Motherwell, or the game indeed against Panathinaikos for that matter. So I was fairly pleased with the second half. Got to be happy with a point after being a draw after being 2-0 down to come back. I thought we were really good in the second half. So overall, quite pleased with that. Obviously, you want to be winning your home games, but it's just a friendly, so I'm not overly concerned with it. So yeah, that's pretty much the video done, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, as I said, please think about hitting the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.